All right, so I want to talk to you guys about the magic of training just twice per week when you're a natural lifter. So if you go back to the beginning of my YouTube channel, you'll see that I've been preaching twice per week training for quite a long time now. And the number one thing that I've noticed in this time period is that people are absolutely scared shitless of trying it because the fitness industry has instilled so much fear into everybody regarding doing less. And really, society in general has formed our minds into thinking that more is better. Study longer hours, get better grades. Work longer hours, get a bigger paycheck. But the truth is, due to our body's limited ability to recover as natural lifters, less is more. Due to the nature of strength training, less is more. And the truth is that we all know those guys who are in the gym 4+ days a week, who month after month look the same. They never change. They've never actually added any significant weight to their key compound lifts. And of course, this all comes back to the fundamental principle of drug-free physique building, which is that if you want to build a great natural physique, you need to pick about a handful of big mainstay compound lifts, key exercises that you train for a long time, that you master and get as strong as possible at. That's what's going to produce the physique that you are after. And if you're in the gym 4+ days a week, you're never going to be recovered enough to actually train hard, stimulate growth, and produce progressive poundages on your mainstay compound lifts. So back when I trained at the public gym, and full disclosure, I said fuck it and I bought my own home gym because I couldn't take that bullshit anymore. I couldn't take the bullshit that comes with public gyms. But really what I noticed is that it was the guys who were in the gym the most that actually got the least amount of results. And the big problem in the fitness industry and bodybuilding culture is that people equate their success with how much time they're spending in the gym rather than how much their key exercises have improved over the last couple of months. And largely the people who are in the gym the most, oftentimes they're not even tracking their lifts. But really, they're fully caught up in the train more to gain more mentality, thinking that it's all going to come down to how many sets they're doing per muscle group, how much time they're spending in the gym, how many different angles they're hitting each muscle group from, how many exercises they're doing. When really, if they just shifted their focus into the less is more mentality, the effort over quantity, and they actually put their effort into, picking the right exercises, training them hard, putting a lot of effort into them, and getting stronger at them, producing progressive poundages over time, we wouldn't have a lack of results in the fitness industry if people shaped their mentality into that way of thinking, because we'd have a lot more people moving impressive weights in the gym. And the truth is that there's no shortage of people spending hours in the gym, but what there is a shortage of is drug-free lifters with impressive physiques who are moving impressive weights on a handful of big major compound exercises. There are really two things that happen when you're in the gym too much, and it's that, and it all can be tied back to recovery. But what happens is that, first of all, you're not giving your body enough rest days. As a general rule of thumb, and this is non-negotiable, you need more rest days than training days when you're a natural lifter. Whether you're training 2 times per week or 3 times per week, you need more rest days than training days. And what else happens, and this actually happens subconsciously for a lot of people, is that you just end up going through the motions in your training. You end up just going through the motions, and once in a while when I step into a public gym, I see this. I see people who are just kind of going through the motions because they know subconsciously that they have to tame themselves. They have to hold themselves back from actually putting effort into their training because of how much quantity of training they have. If they were to actually put necessary effort into each set, they wouldn't be able to get through all of the training quantity, all of the volume that they want to do. And this is what produces zero results for natural lifters, because it's people who are caught up in the bodybuilding mentality of trying to hit a certain amount of sets per muscle group and all of this excess bullshit rather than actually getting strong at their key exercises. 4 or more workouts per week have little to no potential to stimulate muscle growth for natural lifters. And as I said, it's going to come down to the fact that you simply don't have enough rest days. And then what else happens is that you just end up going through the motions in your training. You're not going to be able to actually put forth necessary effort. And the truth is that, training intensity, while it's very important, especially for someone training with a lower volume, it's extremely important. It's not the be all end all. Training intensity is actually just a tool to help you achieve progressive poundages on your mainstay compound lifts. So I truly believe if more people started shifting to just a twice per week training schedule and actually focused on unleashing the right amount of effort into every set they did, focused on hitting the right exercises, the big basic compound lifts, and just focused on relentlessly gradually adding weight to them, getting stronger at them in a medium rep range, in good form, we wouldn't have a lack of muscle mass in this world. We have a lot more people with more muscle mass and more strength. It's actually very easy to set up a twice per week training schedule. The best way I like to do it is that I like to do 2 full body workouts per week with 2 different sets of exercises. So I'll train Monday and Thursday or Monday and Friday. And how it works is that you basically take your mainstay compound lifts and you just split them up. So my mainstay compound lifts right now, my key exercises that I'm training right now are going to be the trap bar deadlift, the Romanian deadlift, the incline barbell bench press, the seated barbell overhead press, the weighted chin up, and a row variation. And basically in each workout, you want to take a lower body compound lift, pair it with a upper body press, and then an upper body pull. So for example, my Monday workout would be trap bar deadlifts, incline barbell bench press, weighted chin-ups, and then on the Thursday or Friday, I would do Romanian deadlifts, the seated barbell overhead press, and the row. And it's very simple. All you want to do workout structure-wise is 8 total sets for the compound exercises, 3 to 4 compound lifts per session, and then 2 to 3 isolation exercises per workout, and 6 total sets for the isolation exercises. And the best way to train it with regards to training style is to do the top set followed by the back off set style, the reverse pyramid training style, where you do just 2 to 3 sets per exercise. You know, largely I'm a fan of just doing 2 sets per exercise. You warm up to one top set of 6 to 8 reps, then you take a full rest period of 3 to 5 minutes, drop the weight about 15%, and then go for 10 to 12 reps. And this gives you a great balance of both muscle and strength. And this is a great training style to allow you to consistently get stronger your big mainstay compound lifts. Another way you could do it is an upper body and then a lower body workout. This is pretty much the minimum amount of training that you want to do because, you know, I found that it works very well, especially when you're cutting. But if the goal is to maximize muscle growth, I think the upper body can be hit twice per week. Lower body frequency, the once per week works well, but just the one time hitting your upper body per week is a little bit low. You could actually get away with a little bit more training frequency, a little bit more volume there. But that's the best way to set up your training. And I truly think if more people shifted to the less is more mentality and just started training just twice per week, we'd see a large increase in muscle mass, large increase in strength, because people would start to focus more on, you know, they would shift their mentality. They look at their training through the lens of getting strong at their mainstay compound lifts, which is what's actually going to produce the physique that they're after. So you got to shift your mindset, get out of the train more to gain more mentality, shift to the less is more mentality, the effort over quantity, and you'll start to see much better progress. Because guess what? Every time you step in the gym, you're going to be fully recovered, ready to train with intensity, put maximum effort, maximum focus, and really get strong at your big mainstay compound exercises. And that's what's going to produce the physique you're after. You have to understand that. So if you guys enjoyed this video, make sure to drop a like and subscribe. Make sure to pick up my free 13-point natural muscle building checklist. If you haven't already, treat it as a self-assessment to make sure that you're hitting on the fundamental principles of drug-free physique building. And we'll talk soon.